love, peace, health, happiness, and prosperity. Hello, everyone. Yes, we are finally getting started, huh? Oh my goodness. Let me tell you something. I was trying to set this because I'm not here. And that's the reason why, I had to keep pushing it back, pushing it back, pushing it. And so this is what's up, Quintaro? And that's the reason why it kept being pushed back. But I'm here now. We are starting. And yeah, let me, did I do the thing right? Hold on a second. Here we go. Okay, there we go. All right. So what I'm thinking about doing today is discuss the herbs because right now the weather's changing. People are getting sick, I notice. Everybody's getting the sniffles. They're getting the bugs. They're getting, their immune system is going down. I warned you all about this a long time ago. I warned you all. And I was saying like, hey, be careful of the trap. Be careful of the, the holidays, the back to back to back, in addition to with the weather declining and the sun, where we're not having enough vitamin D, and you all should be getting your vitamin D. That's very important. So if you're inside a lot, that's the case for those of you who live in very cold areas, you're really going to have to start taking your vitamin D3. Okay. So I want to go ahead and talk about the herbs that are good for boosting your immune system. I'm going to talk about my professional experience, my personal experience, answer any questions that you may have. I'm also thinking about, since this is a stream, I get to take my time. But what I'm thinking about doing is taking key parts of the herbs I'm going to talk about and just get to the point and like cut it up and then put it in an individual video. Because here with the live stream, I'm going to be interacting with the chat. I'm also going to be giving some extra information. So we're going to be doing it that way. So let's go ahead and get started. And so let me go ahead and go to, hold on. We'll go to Elderberry. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Now, I got all my notes, so I hope I don't confuse myself. Because I got everything in order. Let me see. Now, I got my notes over here. Now, there is, now this is black elderberry, what you're looking at right now. Now, here's the thing. I forgot to put astragalus on this list. And I think I may talk about that as a bonus. But yeah, astragalus is definitely need to be on this list. So we'll save that for, let me actually put this in the back here for the last. So what you're looking at right now, let me make sure you all seeing this on your screen. What you're looking at right now is black elderberry. Now, one thing about black elderberry or anything elderberry, this is one of the very few herbs that you can give to children. It's not disgusting either. They're going to be like, yum. And this is like, it's very good berry. It's a very good remedy for a lot of illnesses that you may have, especially with children. Because, when children get into, when children go to school or they get around other children, they tend to carry on other bacteria, viruses, fungus, things like that. And if they do come with the sniffles, they're going to get the whole family sick. Well, one way of calming that down, or actually just stopping that, is to give them elderberry, because it's not going to have any side effects. This is literally a food. This is a super fruit, as a matter of fact. So this is something that was used by the Native Americans. It's also been used in North Africa, and it has been spread all over Europe. So there's that. One of the things about elderberry, you can turn this into a variety of things. This is a different type of herb because you can turn elderberry into a syrup, which is where you're going to most commonly find it. Okay, you're going to find it in syrup form. You're not going to find this in a capsule form. You can, they're out there, but I'd rather have this, and I highly recommend that elderberry is going to be in syrup, in liquid form. You're gonna find some gummies, but then you got this sugar added to that, so I'm totally against that. You're gonna have elderberry tea. I highly recommend that. That's very good as well. And mixed with zinc and vitamin C, you may find it also in lozenges. And so this is something that you can always take during the winter season because it's really good for flu treatment, especially viral flu. There has been some scientific studies that show that berries stimulate the immune system, chemical responses, basically bringing relief to all the symptoms or most of the symptoms that are associated with the flu. It also is fighting colds, and this is why it is very good to recommend this. It's very good to give this to your children. Consult your health practitioner first. Maybe they have another thing because they know the child. They probably have another natural remedy. But this is one of them things, if you see your children start coughing, and then, hey, this is going to help that right off the bat, okay? For grown people, though, the immune building properties is so great in this is that it also reduced the risk of cancer. One of the things, this has been a scientific study because the free radicals, that are unstable particles in the body that can damage the cells or eventually lead to cancer. Black elderberry has about 10 to 15 times the amount of antioxidants as most of other berries, okay? I do believe cherries are going to be, I gotta go fact check myself though. I got a funny feeling cherries beat elderberry. I think so. But so therefore, this is when you want to, eat it, or if you can make it in, oh yeah, you can make black elderberry jam. I forgot about that. Now my grandmama used to make that too, because she said used to have a black elderberry bush, and so she used to make preserves out of it. It was really good, as a matter of fact. So you can make that as a food. That's going to help with lowering the risk of cancer. It also helps with heart disease as well as diabetes. You know how they like to say diabetes. One of the things about elderberry is very high in vitamin A, extremely high in vitamin C, high in calcium, vitamin B6, and most of all, iron. Yes, you're going to love that, all right? So this is like one of the things if you got children, this is my thing with elderberry. If you have children, this is a must to have in your home. Okay. Bar none. I don't keep because, I don't have any kids. My husband, his children are grown, so we just have the dog. So there's that. All right, so let's move on over to Echinacea. You all are very familiar with this one right here. And like I said, if I go over anything that you all have any questions about, let me know, and I'll check on the chat every now and then. So this is Echinacea flower. It's a purple flower commonly grown in the woods and the fields of North America. This is a very common flower that was used to build the immune system, and it was introduced to Europeans through the Native Americans. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but yeah, that's how they got it. So one of the things is that Echinacea is you're gonna find that one of the, I guess, popular herbs that is used is Echinacea and golden seal. They like to combine that. But because people have straight up abused golden seal, you got a lot of, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute when we get to golden seal. But golden seal, wait a minute, do I have that on the list? I don't think I probably, yeah, I do have that on the list. Okay, so let me stop talking about golden seal until I get it. But echinacea was always taking the back seat, but it's very, very effective. I've always kept, I always kept echinacea more than golden seal in my pantry or even in a home, you know what I'm saying? Because this is one of those things you want, like if you feel it coming on, this is what you take immediately so it don't have you on your back, off work or, you just can't go nowhere. So this is what I love so much in reference to echinacea. One of the things about echinacea is that it does help fight the common cold. It also helps increase the white blood cells. This is very important, okay? Because one of the things that people underestimate in reference to having a high white blood cell count is that it's going to help with your upper respiratory tract, dealing with your lungs, dealing with your nose and throat, because this is where bacteria tend to enter, obviously, okay? And they tend to harbor there. So this is how some people have like swollen tonsils. They can't swallow. They talk like this, you know what I'm saying? Their throat is like on fire. So, one thing about echinacea is that it just helps treat infections. And a lot of times people don't even think about how their throats are infected, how their lungs are infected. And you have to basically cleanse all that out. In addition to your ears can also have an ear infection that results from any type of a low immune system. So when it comes to low immunity, you're going to suffer from a lot of UTIs. You're going to suffer from wounds and cuts that are slow to heal. You know what I'm saying? You should, as soon as you have a cut, your body is supposed to be working on that immediately. Okay? So this is one of the things echinacea is really good for. One of the things that I used to religiously use echinacea for back in the early 2000s when I had eczema really bad, I totally reversed it. I don't miss those days at all. But people with eczema, this is very, very effective to help calm down the skin, because if you all know, when it comes to eczema, this is an inflammation of the skin, and making a cream, and this is what I would do, is I would make a small cream, which dealt with shea butter, and it was such a good, you just rubbing it on my skin, it just calmed down the itchiness and the rash from scratching, and it was just so therapeutic. And I would make some for some clients, and see if they would like it. But some, depending upon if they were on medication, I would not give them this type of balm, I guess you can say. You can call it, because I wouldn't say lotion, because it's nothing. It's made out of shea butter, but it is what it is. But yeah, echinacea is very good for that. And so I love echinacea, and I highly that's not my go-to anymore when it comes to my immune system, but it could be yours. And so therefore I put it on the list because it's awesome. All right. Okay. Now the next one is garlic. My favorite, honey. Let me tell you something about garlic. Now, I forgot the name, the two sisters who end up living for a very, very long time. One of their remedies, they live well past their hundreds. I can't even think about their names at the moment, but they were iconic. And one of them was always talking about how they used to eat a clove of garlic every day. And me, I've always liked garlic. I even like black garlic, believe it or not. That's a little addicting, but I kind of like, if I really want to splurge, I'll go on garlic. Now, we all know the side effects of garlic. We all know one of the side effects of garlic, and that is it's stinky. It makes you stink. But oh boy, does it taste good. I'm sorry. I love garlic. Love it, love it, love it. And so this is one of those things that I just want you guys to understand. Like, garlic is so delicious. But hold on, let me go ahead and pull up my notes in reference to garlic, because I can tell you a lot of things that is garlic is good for in reference to building up the immune system. Because that's one of the things that there was a sign. That's one of the things I wanted to introduce to people who have high blood pressure is, of course, my favorite combination is cayenne pepper and garlic. I got various videos talking about those two combinations. Now, when it comes to boosting your immune system, saying eating garlic, taking garlic soft gels. Yeah, because it's not going to come in a pill. It's going to come in a soft gel. It's going to have the liquid inside of it. Now they have odorless, because I know our company sells odorless garlic as well as odor garlic. And if people ask me, well, like, which one do you recommend? Are they both effective? Yeah, they're both effective. But if I'm brutally honest, I would go for the ones that have the smell to it. And you can here's the thing. You can offshoot the smell of garlic with clover or parsley. Now, one of the things is that when I used to have clients, when I was doing iridology, and those of you who have the fortunate time of coming to me, seeing me in person, and I'm up in your face, looking into your eyes when I'm doing iridology. Well, it's not going to smell so good if I'm reeking of garlic. So one of the things, because I'm telling you, when I tell you I love garlic, I really, really love garlic. So one of the things I would do to balance this out was to basically take a lot of parsley. Or if I was in a rush and I didn't have any parsley, then drinking about 3 ounces of chlorophyll would just neutralize that smell. Another easy way of getting it out of your body is to take a very, very, very hot bath. Make sure you put some echinacea. Make sure you put some Epsom salt in there. Make sure you put a little bit of lavender essential oils, and just soak. And honey, you will not be smelling like garlic. I promise you. You will get it all out of your pores, and it will just go. But make sure you stay hydrated when you are doing that, okay? So there's a study that was done in reference to garlic, and it involved 41,000 women between the ages of 55 and 69. And those who routinely ate garlic, okay, had a 35% lower colon cancer risk. Now, I'm not saying that garlic is going to be like your antidote to colon cancer. But it's, in my opinion, there's no excuse for anybody to have colon cancer provided that you leave red meat alone. I don't understand that. One of the things, also another good thing about garlic is that it's anti-inflammatory. So if you are suffering from a bloating issue, allergic reaction, also with some skin ailments like eczema, but also arthritis, which is what this is really good for. Garlic is going to be good for you. And this is one of those. Now those who have arthritis, I was telling them, like, because they were like, oh, my knees be ailing. I'm like, well, if you really want to get it out of there, because you can get some garlic oil and rub it. Like, nah, I'm gonna be smelling like a kitchen. I was like, I'm just telling you, but we would do it. We had some other remedies, because it's not just garlic oil you can use to help with arthritis, but that's what's one of about 4 you could use. Anyway, in addition to helping clear up your skin, garlic, of course, as I said, is good for your heart. So when I tell you that it's good for the combination of cayenne pepper and garlic, saying that's because it's good for your circulatory system. It is good for your heart. Very, very, very good for your heart. And of course, just building up the white blood cells. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Let me go check and see if anybody have any questions in the chat. Did I lose the chat? Oh, there we go. Okay, hold on. I see some questions already. Quintar says, should a person take the recommended amount based off the suggest? Oh no, which one? Which recommended amount of what, Quintar? I went over 3 herbs, I think. The Delaney sisters. Yes, that's who it was. The Delaney sisters with garlic. Yes, the Delaney sisters ate a clove of garlic every day, and they contribute that to the living a very long time. Thank you so much, Quintara, reminding me that. I should know that already. So there's that. Let's see. I'm on a Saturday errands. I'll touch bases a little later as well. Enjoy your evening. Okay, thank you, lovely Cherokee. Appreciate you coming by. But ask that question again, Quintara. I came. I don't know which herbs you're talking about here. So let me go ahead with this ginger. Let me say something about ginger. I have to take ginger in capsule form. Believe it or not, I like ginger ale, but I hate ginger tea. I don't like ginger in my food. And that's all I can say is like, I'm not a ginger person, but oh my God, it is very good for building your immune system. On this channel here, it's a little old, but an old video, but it still is relevant to this day of how to make, or do I have it on another channel? I may have to. You know what? I need to take that off that other channel and bring it over here. It's some good content on how to make cough syrup, and it deals with honey, real honey, not that fake stuff y'all get. Honey and ginger juice, and it's only 1 ounce of it, and then knock it back. Now ginger is really excellent for building up the immune system, and this is the reason why. It's very good as a tea. Okay. So, one of the other things that ginger has is its antibacterial properties that is good for your tongue and your teeth, but it's, keeps the gingivitis at bay. So that's one of the things you may want to help. It's also good to keep gum infection, to lower the chances of you suffering from gum infection. Now, if you have a gum infection, garlic is also good for that, but ginger is also excellent for that. And if you use both of them at the same time, that will also help a lot. Now, you're going to have to use it in a snuff, and good luck with that, but I know it's going to burn because ginger and garlic by itself are spicy. So if you put them together, woo-wee. Anyway, also, one thing about ginger that I have personally have used, because I know I professionally have suggested this, but personally, I used to take cruises a lot. I love cruises. I love the way the ship would feel when it's riding on the water is just so calming. But I remember the first time I got on a ship, and it was just only a 2-day cruise. I got seasick the first day, and it just ruined my trip because I was in bed the entire time. I couldn't even enjoy anything. All that money gone to waste. Well, it wasn't my money, but anyway, still. All his money gone to waste. So I was like, you know what? That's not going to happen to me because I wanted a do-over. And so this time I got a 3-day cruise. I think it was like 2 months later. And oh my God, you talking about somebody taking a lot of garlic. Like soon as I got on the ship, I took garlic. Hour later, I took more garlic. Then 4 hours later, I took even more garlic. That whole day, I was just like taking. Now, did I say garlic? Sorry, I'm talking about ginger. Look, at my head is still stuck on garlic. I took even more ginger and more, and this is in capsule form. And I think I felt safe enough to not take all of it on the after. I think I stopped during the afternoon on day 2 because I thought like, okay, I should be fine. I think I should be over the possibility of getting any seasickness. But let me tell you something about ginger. It is excellent for any woman who's pregnant and she's having morning sickness. I always suggest ginger tea for for women who are suffering from morning sickness because they are pregnant. Okay. Also, those who have flatulence, who have a lot of gas in your intestines, guess what? Also, ginger is going to help get rid of that. So if you are feeding someone and they ate something that's giving them a lot of gas, ginger will help soothe that right on up. And also, anybody who's suffering from nausea due to having chemotherapy, ginger will always help with that too. Now, another thing that ginger is good for is, like I said, it's an anti-inflammatory herb. So that means it's going to be excellent for reducing swelling, such as in arthritis. So just like I said, with garlic. And if anybody want to know, garlic and ginger are cousins. So they will work together in harmony. So if anybody got rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis, you are going to have a lot of success with dealing with ginger. Also is great for prevention of cancer, also in any natural cancer treatment. Anyone who's suffering from low blood sugar are going to find success with ginger. Okay, so what it's going to do is it's going to help your body use insulin better. So therefore, you don't have to worry about your low blood sugar, and then there's side effects to having that. Okay, women who are going through their menstrual cycles. Now, this is not my number 1 or my number 2 choice, but I would put it up there either at number 3 or number 4 for women who are suffering from menstrual cramps. Ginger powder is very good for that. But like I said, it's not going to be my top 2 pick. And it's also good for lowering cholesterol. So anybody who is having that bad cholesterol, okay, which is the LDL cholesterol levels. If you take some ginger, whether it's liquid or a capsule, and you'll take it and you'll notice drastically that it'll be, and you got to stay consistent for at least 5 months. You'll find that you won't have problems with cholesterol, but you need to also take care of your diet. Y'all know y'all can't be cheating over here when it comes to that. Okay. All right. So let's get into golden seal. So I was talking about this earlier. Let me see if anybody have any questions. Okay. Oh, you was talking about echinacea. Okay. So let me see what you said. Quintar, should a person take the recommended amount based on the suggested use or based on their height and weight? I'm going to say it's going to have to be height and weight when it comes to echinacea. Absolutely. This is a very powerful immune building or boosting herb. So yeah, this is going to be something. It won't hurt to follow the directions, because the directions are at the basic. They're at the bare minimum right there. Let's see. I sip on lemon ginger tea in the morning. Good for you, girl. Let me tell you something. Lovely Cherokee, this is a great morning ritual. I just can't deal with it because I just don't like ginger unless it's in ginger ale. I know that's crazy. It's like, wait a minute. If you like ginger ale, then how come you don't like ginger tea? I cannot explain it. I don't like ginger in my food. I don't, You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful when it comes to your food. You're going to have, they like to put ginger in it. I can't stand it. Golden seal. First of all, let me warn you all about golden seal. There's a lot of rip-offs out there. There's a lot of fake golden seal things out there. All right. So I want you all to be aware of that. So yeah. Also, because a lot of people have abused it, if I may say so. A lot of people have abused golden seal to pass the drug test, to get by on the drug test, and this is such unfortunate. So that because golden seal to a certain extent will mask marijuana usage, so that's what some people will result to that and go that route, and because of that, you have the over harvesting of golden seal. I never really depended upon golden seal. First of all, the price is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous this stuff is. But, it is the king. If I'm really want to be honest, it's one of the kings of building your immune system. So one thing that's different from that golden seal than it is from Echinacea is that golden seal is really good for getting rid of mouth ulcers. Okay, they kind of be a little stubborn thing that some naturopaths will have some challenges with, but I have found through trial and error dealing with a certain mouthwash, in addition to a inner treatment of golden seal, cleared mouth ulcers in 24 hours. That's just how awesome that is. It's good for sore and itchy eyes. Tuberculosis, golden seal is very good for that. All right. Another thing is that a lot of people don't give it any kind of props, because when you think about golden seal, you're thinking about the immune system. You're thinking about passing a drug test, so most people abused it. But do you know golden seal is excellent for the eyes? It is known to help keep cataracts at bay, and it is also great for those who are suffering from allergies and eye infections. Okay, and should I talk about this part? No, I'm not going to do it, because there's another very, very, very important thing about golden seal that helps reverse a certain STD. So there's that. But anyway, so it's really good for gastritis, just building up the urinary tract in reference to the liver. So it helps prevent UTIs. Golden seal is just really good herb immune system booster. It just won't be on the top of my list because of the fact that it's going to be so expensive, and unless you are really good at detecting quality golden seal versus fake golden seal, it's just not going to turn out to be that way. All right, so now let's talk about Itaki mushrooms. I love these mushrooms. Let me check the okay, no questions. Hold on, let me drink some water. I love these mushrooms. Not only are they very good for you, they taste so great. My Itaki mushrooms are so delicious, and they are very, very good in building your immune system. So one thing about this mushroom is that it has a certain type of protein that is built, that bonds with your thymus gland and building up the immune system to eat at tumors. So this is one of these herbs that is a must, that if you have a cancerous tumor or a fibroid tumor or a tumor that's benign in your breast, this is one of the good remedies for that. And it is excellent at eating away. It's like visualizing Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man. It's nom, 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 nom. It's just eating away at your tumors. This is also a mushroom that's good at reducing the cholesterol. Okay. It's also good with heart health and cardiovascular health. It basically it aids in lowering the cholesterol of the LDLs. Okay. And basically it doesn't affect your HDL, which is your bad LDLs is the bad bad cholesterol. Come on, get it out of there. The bad cholesterol is known as LDLs. The good cholesterol is known as HDL. Okay, and so I always found it like the best way I can remember that LDL is the bad cholesterol because L is for losers and H is for health. Okay, so that's how I can always remember the difference between the LDL, because it's like the bad cholesterol was always the L1 for loser. Also, in addition to helping with certain cancers, it's also known for Parkinson's disease. I don't have any professional obviously no personal either, but I don't have any professional experience with this. So I cannot tell you if this is effective or not. So I'm just putting it out there that it's known for that, but I don't know because I have never used it. But I have used this for different varieties of cancer for those who take the natural route. And this has been giving some excellent results because, like I said, this is the type of mushroom that's go after tumors. It's created and the medicinal properties just have it to go specifically after particular tumors because, well, it's high in vitamin C and it's excellent. Like it's the proteins in it is also good for killing off a lot of the tumors that are within your body. This is also it's good in diabetes as well. So this particular herb is high in niacin, riboflavin, and phosphorus and potassium. So yum yum yum, but it also just tastes so good. Okay, moving on to the next one, and this is olive leaf oil or olive leaf extract. Whatever you find, you're gonna if you look online, you're gonna find this is sold as olive leaf extract. Okay, so I just want you guys to understand. Now, this obviously comes from the olive, so it's a very healing property. This is why a lot of people, because it does come from the Mediterranean diet, and everybody loves that diet. It's very good for reducing cancer. There was a study that's done by people who have that diet, or as a matter of fact, with the vegetarian and vegan diet, they were less likely to get any type of cancer. Okay, because it really, really lower your risk of cancer, any kind of cancer ailments here. Okay. So one of the things in reference to the olive leaf extracts, the scientists have found that this plant-based found that this plant played a crucial role in preventing conditions like cognitive decline, cancer, and osteoporosis. So it was one of the things that scientists also noticed is that this particular herb is great in reducing anti-inflammatory conditions and diseases. It was also a good antiviral and antimicrobial. It also has antimicrobial effects. So this is really good in helping to keep those things at bay. And also another one that's good with your cardiovascular health here too. And lowering what's the bad cholesterol? LDL. It also helps increase the blood flow by eliminating a lot of the cholesterol and help lowers blood pressure, which is also good with reducing any type of heart illnesses or heart diseases. And by the way, one of the things that's really also good is lowering anything dealing with the diabetes. Believe it or not, in addition to building your strong immune system, here's another herb that's good in Parkinson's disease. Okay, like I said, I don't have any experience in that, but it's also good for chronic diseases like your Alzheimer's, like heart diseases, like cancer. So this is one of those things that's really good to have on hand. And another thing that it's good for is help to build up the upper lungs, the respiratory system, to prevent any type of infections in your respiratory system whatsoever. Okay. Now, I have on my notes that is good for weight management to prevent unwanted weight gain and reduce the risk of obesity. I'm going to have to, because this is not my go-to either. I find this, I wrote it down because I found it to be fascinating that this olive leaf help manages your appetite and prevents binging and overeating. So this is one of the things, the reason why I have this in my notes, but I don't know from personal experience. Oregano! Yes, those of you who love, this is so good in your food, in your Italian food. Another herb. Oh, sorry. Let me look and see if anybody have any questions. I never heard of those mushrooms, but I want to try them. Do you eat them raw or cook them? Both. You can eat them raw or you can cook them. If you do cook them, don't overcook them, please. You're going to kill that taste, honey. These things are so delicious. I have them either way. Cause I remember one time I remember one time I didn't have any shiitake mushrooms and I had these mushrooms instead. And I made me a little sandwich with some flatbread, and I put that in there, and oh God, it was so good. Now, I could have baked it or, tossed it in the frying pan for just a little bit, but I didn't want to do it. Excuse me. As I start talking, as you get, my voice and my mouth gets a little dry. You all should have oregano. You all should have this herb. Just from cooking experience alone. This will turn your food into let me just say this. I'm just salivating thinking about oregano. It is so good for you. I put this in my guacamole. Yes, I do. I sure do. I'm not going to pretend that I don't. I do. I love oregano. And it's so therapeutic for you, especially in oil form. Okay. So the oil comes from the leaf that you're seeing here. This is the dry leaf. You can have the dry leaf in the cupboard and use that for your food preparation. You can also have it in capsules. You can also have it in a liquid tincture. Doesn't matter. It is very, very therapeutic. So let me tell you, oregano is one of those herbs that is good in a lot of things. So it's antimicrobial, it's antiviral, antifungal, right? Anti-inflammatory, anti-diabetic. It's a cancer suppressant. And it's very, very high in antioxidants. Very high. Now, it's not going to beat your fruits like your cherries and your black elderberries, but it's going to be up there. And it's really good. Also, oregano oil is good for those who have the toes that has fungus. Now, Tea tree oil is going to be your number one when you have toe fungus. Why is it hard for me to say this word? So if you have a toe fungus, that's tea tree oil is going to be number one. But number two is oregano oil. So if you don't have any tea tree oil, I highly suggest oregano oil, because one of the things is, like I said, it has antiviral and antibacterial properties. There were several studies that have shown the powerful antibacterial properties of oregano to, basically resist a lot of your common bacteria that are out there today. One of the studies that's tested the antibacterial effects of a variety of essential oils, oregano oil was found to be the best in hindering bacterial growth. So it can protect you from bacterial infections. Topical oregano oil has been shown to help heal the wounds from anybody that's suffering from psoriasis or eczema. It's a really good anti-inflammatory, as I said earlier. So this is really good. So if you're having any type of allergic reaction, this is going to be good. Those who suffer from acne, this is your thing right here, because it's going to really cleanse your skin. So if you want something that's going to help reduce the effects of acne, this is your herb right here. Okay. In addition to helping to manage cholesterol, it is really, really good for your digestive system. So anyone who is suffering from acid reflux, heartburn, anything that's dealing with the itchiness in the throat, the oil of oregano is going to be your huckleberry. All right, so ashwaganda. Let's see. Hold on a second. I always mispronounce this. Here we go. This right here is ashwaganda. Let me put it in the. Hold on, guys. Let me put it in the chat. So it's ashwaganda. I always have a problem saying this. I'm going to put it in the chat so you all can know. Because this is a very, very good herb too. Here we go. Okay. Please, what can one eat to increase blood platelets naturally? That's so broad, Roni. I cannot answer that without asking some qualifying questions. Because I'm trying to figure out, like, what do you mean? What's wrong? Are you having low blood platelets? What illness are you suffering from? What medication is you on? That question is so loaded. I can't even answer it, because I have to ask other questions on top of other questions on top of other questions. You know what I'm saying? If you have low blood platelets, that's something that's causing that. And you need to get to the root cause of why you're having that, instead of just asking to something topical or something that's going to just take care of the surface symptoms instead of getting to the root cause. Okay, ashwagandha, ganha, is a herb that's native in Asia as well as Africa. It's also known as the Indian ginseng. I've talked about this in my roundtable a lot, because this is a very underrated herb. It's really good in not only building your immune system, but it's also good to ease the pain that's associated to certain type of illnesses and diseases. It's really good in boosting the nutritional absorption of your herbs. So this is number two. Ashwagandha is number two, but number one with trying to help your body absorb nutrients would be your enzymes. Yeah, I know I wasn't going to forget about that, right? So there's that. Ashwagandha has shown to help fight certain types of cancer. There has been some research that's done on it, and the specific cancer that ashwagandha is known to target is breast cancer, colon cancer, prostate, ovarian, lung, and brain. That's a lot of things that it will help in reference to preventing or in reference to natural treatment. It also is great for those who have a slow thyroid. So if you actually, you know what, this herb is so good that if you have a hypo or hyperthyroid, it will balance that out. So if anybody's suffering from a lot of weight gain because they have a slow thyroid, this is your herb right here. Okay. So it's good for gastrointestinal infections, anything deal with your cervix. This is going to be good too. I remember this was given to me when I was by Valerie. This was one of the remedies that she had for me during the elimination of my cervical cancer. So I remember that. Those who are suffering from the side effects of chemotherapy and radiation, this is also going to help build the immune system to those who have suffered from the low immunity due to those two medical treatments. Melanoma is also another cancer of the skin that this herb is really good for. And if any guys are listening right now, this particular herb is good for male infertility. And this has been a study that's been done on that to help raise your sperm count. And it improves it drastically, dramatically, hugely. So anytime it's the man's fault that a woman is not getting pregnant, this is right here is something that will help with building up the sperm count in the man. All right, and next we have, and this is the last one, so we're on the last one here. So we went through, that should have been what? I'm supposed to be talking about the bonus one. Oh, hold on a second, guys. I think this is the second to the last, and this is turmeric. Turmeric, if I had to say, everybody should have a turmeric thing. This is one of the things that I was telling Dr. Mark, we got to sell this. We got to sell this because turmeric is so awesome. It's so powerful. It is one of those herbs that you can just divestly use, divestify actually. It's an Ayurvedic type of medicine, herbal medicine, and it's really, really good at preventing a range of chronic health conditions. Excuse me, I got to drink water in my mouth. It sounds like blah, 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 blah. Hold on. I hope you all are drinking your water as you are listening to me right now. Turmeric is really good at reducing inflammation that is a result of stress or infection. So sometimes some people get inflammation because of a reaction. Well, also, if you're very stressed, you'll hold water, believe it or not. And this will be reduced by taking turmeric, so it's helped with that. So if you suffer from a lot of water weight, this is your thing. If you're having any type of inflammation or water weight because of infections, this is your thing right here. So another thing that turmeric is really, 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 really good for is to help heal aching joints. This is something I have from personal experience. When I used to be really, really heavy in the gym and I used to feel like crap the next day, turmeric was the thing. It really soothed those aching muscles in my body to the point where I didn't have to take I didn't have to use a icy hot treatment. Or use a natural pain reliever that's going to knock me out. So this is one. Turmeric will help ease with any muscle pain or joints, and you don't have to worry about taking something that's going to make you go to sleep. So there's that. Turmeric, it also increases the levels of antioxidants in your body. It controls free radicals that build up in your body in response to the environmental and behavioral factors like pollution and cigarette smoke, which is another thing I took when I was in Germany because it was such the thing. It was the culture to smoke, and I was around a lot of people smoking. So this helped a lot with that. And excess free radicals can harm the function of your fatty tissues, your protein. It can also alter your DNA, and over time, this damage is known to link these damages are known to be linked to chronic diseases like Alzheimer's, like cancer, like diabetes, like heart disease, and high blood pressure. So turmeric is really good for that. It's really good for pain management, and it's also good for your healthy skin. Let me tell you something about turmeric people did not know. It is high in omega-3 fatty acids. Did y'all know that? I was tickled to find out, like, what? I would have never guessed that. Now, of course, it's high in potassium. It's going to be a very good source of iron and manganese. But I thought I just got a kick out of the fact that it was high in omega-3s. And last but not least, and I'm just going to go through this real quick because I did not have a presentation for this, and this is astragalus. This is something that I swear by when it comes to your immune system. So if you want to know my always go-to herb that I always, even when I travel and I think I'm gonna come down with something or just in case, it is astragalus. I keep that. I swear by that. And I my apologies for not having a picture of it because for some reason, and I don't know why, I didn't think about this until it was time for me to push the button to go ahead and stream. I was like, oh no, I forgot about astragalus. How did I forget about astragalus? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put turmeric before I put astragalus. Jeez Louise, what is the world coming to? Okay, so let me go ahead and answer some of these questions that you all have. You're welcome, Roni. Do you have to use black pepper with turmeric? Yes, you can, provided that it's not a must. I totally understand what people are saying when it comes to turmeric. Because most people have a stagnant circulatory system, but they also have a dysfunctional absorbatory rate in their body, and black pepper is really good for turmeric. I don't use it that way. I tend to just take it straight up, but then I'm always active, so I don't. It's going to get absorbed, and plus I have a good my absorption rate is through the roof. But if for those of you who are unsure, you'll never go wrong with having it with black pepper. I hate black pepper, so that's the reason why you'll never get me this. But I would add it with cayenne pepper. Believe it or not, turmeric with cayenne pepper is very powerful, so you can add it that way there. Hey, Crystal, how you doing, girl? Thank you so much for coming. Do you have, let me see, I read that. I came late. Please save the video so I can watch it. Oh, yes, I will. I know you guys are like, she hid the video. No, I was doing that because I was turning the live stream into a mini video. So this video will stay up. Make sure you guys like the video, though. I want y'all to show me that you're glad I'm back on this channel. And I have been consistent, honey. What's this, going on a month and a half? Or we'll be coming on 2 months soon. So yeah, I've been consistent. So I'm here to serve and here to teach. So tell everybody I'm back. What's the maximum amount of turmeric a person can take? That's a very good question. Because it's also a food, I don't see how you can overdose on turmeric. I let me just say this: if you're on medication, stay away from turmeric. If you're pregnant, this goes with any herb. If you're pregnant, consult your professional as always. I don't know how to answer that because the reason why I don't know how to answer that is because if you have a poor digestive system that's not absorbing your nutrients, it don't matter how many you take, how much you take, it's not going to do anything. So there's that. But to go back to what Quintara was saying in reference to black pepper just increases the absorption rate by a significant amount. I do believe probably by 1,000%. But if you don't have a problem with absorption in your system, you don't necessarily need the black pepper. But that's not like most people. You should know. You know, people should know where they are in reference to their health. So yeah, there's that in reference to turmeric. Because like I said, people make it into a drink. There's this turmeric drink. I forget the recipe, but there's so many various ways of consuming turmeric. It's like that question is like, can you eat too much spinach? That's how that question is. Hi. Let's see where we at. Okay. I use most of the herbs to make winter medicine. Very good. You're gonna be just fine for the winter. Can a breastfeeding mother take turmeric tea? No. That's a big no. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Because I'm gonna shut it down. Went a little bit over time, but I'll stay like 5 minutes over time. But I'll continue to stay. If anybody have any questions, if not, I'm gonna shut it down. This video will stay up, and I think what I'm gonna do is take the just the points. Instead of me rambling, I'm just gonna like take the direct points from this video, this stream, and then just make a regular video out of it. That it won't be over an hour, because I'm just going in here and looking at those of you who are asking questions. So there's that. Black seed oil for tumors. Well, we're not talking about tumors necessarily. We're talking about building your immune system. But if you want me to do a video on various tumors and the herbs for them, I can have that on the agenda in the future. So there's that. Okay, any other questions? And if not, then I am going to go ahead and call this a wrap. I really appreciate you all coming. I know I pushed this up an hour and 15 minutes, but it was unavoidable, so I had to do that, okay? All right, beloved, thank you so much for coming by. This video will stay up so you can watch it at your leisure. And like I said, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Be sure to share it. And if you have any questions about this or anything else in reference to holistic health, nutrition, and herbs, feel free to ask in the comments below. Okay? All right. You all continue to enjoy your weekend, and I will talk to you then. Okay? Peace and